Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the SAW Monday Report. I'm your host, Rob Zagorek. Tonight we have a very special episode for you. We have numerous amounts of guests, and we're going to be talking to Ricky Ross via satellite. He's going to give us the info on what's going to happen in the next events, how many events we're going to be having, and the financial stability, and he might even tell us the date of March's next SAW event. So we'll keep posted to that, but without further ado, let me introduce to you my first guest, all the way from Angel Grove, Matt Powers. Nice to meet you, man. Yeah. First time to have you on the show. Happy to have you here. What do you think?
I'm actually really excited. This is my very first SAW report, and just coming off that nice epic show that we had.
That's for sure.
It was
Yeah.
great.
Good. And at that show, you got to face one of the most admirable men in Surrey wrestling, Diego Da Vinci. That must have been fantastic for your first match.
Oh, it was. I used to always go by a moto, basically. And I stepped up to the plate kind of thing, and I mean, you can't fail unless you try. If you're trying, then you're not failing. So I stepped up there and I took his challenge, and that's all I can really do. I wanted to show people in the locker room what I'm capable of doing.
And you definitely did that too. You gave him a hell of a go, and I'm sure a lot of people that got their eye on you now. So how did you get into wrestling?
Oh, well, basically I've been watching it since I was a young kid. Me and my dad used to put it on back in the day. Back in the early 90s, I think I started watching it.
Oh, good times.
Oh, yeah. Those were epic times there for wrestling. And I just kept watching it over the years, and then basically I got my opportunity just last SAW show. And I had a little bit of training there, and I felt really good.
Beautiful. What did you think of the event itself, like the overall show? Like we know how your match went, but I know you got to talk to some of the guys in the back. There's a lot of nice guys back there, a lot of some that aren't so nice. But what did you think of it overall?
Actually, I thought it was pretty amazing. I've been to a lot of independent shows, and even as a fan, as being a wrestler, it's even more amazing. But even if I was a fan watching that show, I'd be like, oh my god, that was amazing. I'd be going home happy, that's for sure. I've been to a lot of independent shows, and I talk about it here and there, those shows, but this one was amazing. I mean, if I was a fan, I'd be talking about it for years to come.
I definitely agree with you on that. Yeah, it definitely was an amazing show. If you missed it, you missed a fantastic show. You can go back to 2 SAW reports ago and watch the main event. It's fantastic, mind-blowing. That's all I have to say. It was iconic, history-making match. You also got to be in a match that was history-making. How did that feel? Like the first ever Battle Royal ladder match.
That was kind of scary. I got thrown out pretty quick, but obviously I was in the ring with talented wrestlers. Basically, I was just trying to get my foot in the door, basically, and I got inside that ring. And even though I got thrown out quick, though, it felt amazing.
Well, that's for sure. And there's no shortage of talent coming from your end. I watched you. You were going to be definitely someone that I would be keeping my eye on. I could tell what kind of person you are and what you stand for. So I really think that you're going to have a strong future in this business. You're going to make it far, and keep plugging away. And I'm sure you're going to see a lot more from this man here. He's gonna. This is an up and coming superstar. Believe me. So thank you very much for having you on the show. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not so happy to announce my next guest, Jonny Valentino. Should I even try?
Robbie, you're interviewing the wrong person here. How dare you have this punto before me?
What do you mean? This is Matt Powers.
This is who? Matt who?
Matt Powers.
Matt Powers, and I'm Jonny Valentino, goddammit. Okay?
We already
Alright?
know that.
Now, who are you? Tell me who you are.
I'm Matt Powers.
Matt Powers!
You're ruining my interview, buddy. Like, what's going on?
Your interview was never good to begin with, brother. Okay? Now that you got greatness right here in front of you, now you better recognize. You want to step up? Hey? You want to step up? Got nothing, punto. Yeah, that's right. Now we can get this interview rolling.
Like, I cannot believe my mind. I absolutely cannot believe my mind. Like again, you come out here,
Can't
the
take it.
display of violence. Like, this is a TV show. Okay.
And what a TV show it is, eh? Well, you got the best now, so interview me. I'm here. You can't take a joke, Ronnie? Come on.
That's a joke to you? This is a joke. Beating the crap out of people on my set in front of everyone out there on Facebook and YouTube.
Why not? Whoever that Matt Powers kid was is a joke. Oh, come on. Think he can step up to Jonny Valentino?
And be careful, that guy might be coming down and knocking on your door one day.
If he wants to come all the way down to Miami, he's more than welcome.
Oh, maybe we'll see it right in the middle of the
Alright.
squared circle one day. But anyways, let's get to the meat and potatoes here. The real Sean Blay.
What about him? What about him?
From what I see, he whooped your ass.
From what I remember is, I whipped his ass the whole match up and down, from the start to the finish, and sure, the only way he could beat me is from a legal choke.
Illegal choke?
Illegal choke. Now, if Ricky Ray Ross was there doing his job like he's supposed to, he would have realized that was a legal choke. And I was in the hospital for a good 2 days after, too. Couldn't really talk.
I'm sure you were just in excruciating pain. But, so I take it your thoughts of Ricky Ray Ross aren't all the best then?
You know what? I would have really liked to see Hexen win that. But you know, that little snake in the grass came out, climbed up that ladder, and stole the SAW ownership right from behind Hexen's back. Now, come on. I personally would have loved to have Hexen as the owner of SAW. Don't get me wrong, he's a good guy. So, it would have been nice, but we'll see how he does. Hopefully he can get better officiating out there. That's all I ask from him. Bigger money.
My thoughts was that SAW needed Ricky Ray Ross to do that. I could not imagine this company run underneath Brad Hexum.
It would have been ran so much better. Deep down inside, I know it, and all these fans know it.
Oh, I don't know.
It's so much better.
What would be we're all wearing lime green and...
Lime green's not a bad color, my friend.
Oh, why aren't you wearing some lime green then?
Because I don't need to. Jonny Valentino's all style. You can wear any color and get away with it. Still pick up the ladies. Come on. Come on.
Well, I have yet to hear any ladies tell me about you, but... Anyways, besides that, you do have something to brag about. You were in history-making match.
History-making.
I definitely agree with you on that. Battle Royal ladder match.
Battle Royal ladder match. Whew. I'll tell you something there, Robbie. Fortunately, I got the bad luck of the draw.
But you went the distance.
That is true. That is very true. It was the very first one out, and technically I wasn't eliminated, along with Brad Hexum. But you know what? It's history making. Took a beating in that match. Don't get me wrong.
I agree with that. Yeah, you did.
I tried my best. My only wishes were that Hexum became over the top. Either me or Hexum. I'm sure Bennett would have went for any one of us.
Well, after you took that sunset flip powerbomb off the ladder, you weren't going anywhere. I think.
Tell you what, that little cheat, a little slime ball, Vinny Da Vinci. I tell you. Sure, he may have got the best of me that time, okay?
Oh, yeah, that was quite a bit.
Unfortunately, I went up there to superplex his ass off the ladder.
And that failed.
Yeah.
Epic fail.
Unfortunately, it did. But you know what? I already laid down a challenge a couple weeks ago on this.
He did.
I keep up with the SAW Monday Report, don't get me wrong.
Well, you'd be crazy if you didn't.
Exactly. But, yeah, and I seen that he had an open challenge, just like Diego Da Vinci. And already beat his ass, too, not too long ago. Remember that, Diego?
Oh.
And, so he's laying out an open challenge, and I was talking to my manager, Josh Bennett.
Oh,
which is, he's running Bennett Enterprises right now, which is why he could not be here.
An awesome company.
It's a million dollar company right there. It's making tons of money, and I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm glad to be, I'm glad to have him as my manager.
I'm sure everything's all legal and legit with that stuff, too.
But I was talking to my good old friend, Josh Bennett, and he advised me it'd be in my best interest to go after Vinny Da Vinci and beat his ass again like I did.
I don't think everybody's taking care of your best interest.
Why not? I beat Vinny Da Vinci right now. Top of the ladder, Holmes. Top of the ladder.
Maybe there might be a 450 or another sunset power bomb.
Oh yeah, he wants to flip around. How good is he gonna flip around when I break his goddamn legs?
Well, those are some strong words. Vinny Da Vinci, if you're out there, I think we have the answer to your challenge. I have seen this guy in person destroy a couple of helpless victims. Well, the real Shawn Michael Blay wasn't helpless, but what he did to that man there, it was wrong. He was sitting here minding his own business, and you know that, and you blatantly attacked him. No.
I didn't attack him.
You sucker shot at him.
I did not. That's not the way it went down. He came up to me, okay? And I just threw him away like yesterday's garbage. That's all he is. That's all everybody is in Sioux Area Wrestling. With the exception of Brett Haxon and a few other people. But
you're going to tell me that wasn't a blatant sucker shot? You know, I'm sure if it was a toe-to-toe, one-on-one thing, it'd be a different outcome.
I think you need to get some glasses there, Robbie, because it's not what I seen. It's not how it went down.
Well, I'm sure. And by the way, Matthew Powers is okay. The paramedics came. They said he was all in tip-top shape. He left walking. I'm sure he's at home stewing right now about all the things he wants to do to his face right now. Comment about that. Tell this guy about what maybe Matthew Powers might do to him.
What is he going to do? He's going to do nothing. Nothing.
Maybe he'll give you a sunset power bomb. Knock your bandana 10 feet into the air.
You better watch your mouth there, Robbie, because I'm going to go after you next time, okay?
Oh, I got lawyers. I don't bite.
You just better watch it.
Okay.
Vinny Da Vinci. Next SAW event. Coming for you, Punto.
So, ladies and gentlemen, now all the questions we've been waiting for will be answered. Here is Ricky Ray Ross. Hey, Ricky, what's up?
Nice to be talking to you again. This time it's view of satellite. And I'm sorry to witness what happened in the studio today with Jonny Valentino. And I can assure you, I'm going to be taking him personally aside and talking to him what he did on your show. So you don't have to worry about him doing that again next time. But before we get carried away with Vinny Da Vinci, and like how he did that open challenge for anyone out there in the locker room, and Jonny Valentino accepted on it, so that's official. For the next show, it's going to be Vinny Da Vinci versus Jonny Valentino. And the date of the next show is going to be March 29th, and the name of the show is going to be SAW Off the Chain.
Well, Ricky, that sounds like it's going to be an amazing match. Anything else?
And speaking of the Da Vinci's, I did a lot of matches with Diego and Vinny, and now you know what Vinny's match is going to be, but you don't know what Diego's going to do, and I have the main event planned for Diego for a special opponent for Diego, but this match that he had at the last show was so over the top, and I thought it was so good that he did. I'm giving him the main event and a special opponent to be named at the show.
Well, thank you, Ricky, for that inside look at upcoming events. Really excited to hear that we're having an event in March 29th. So appreciate that. Any last words you want to say to the people?
Well, Rob, I guess that's about it. I'm going to talk to you for now, like what's going on in the SAW. And before I let you go, I gotta thank you one more time for how you run your things in the studio. And like I said, I'm going to be talking to Jonny Valentino, like what he did to you in the studios. So that'll be looked after for you. And in a few weeks, I'll be stopping by to do a live shoot with you for the news reports. So for now, talk to you later.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was quite an episode. Had my set destroyed by Jonny Valentino again. First time talking to our new owner via satellite today, giving us the inside scoop for the great news that SAW off the chain. March 29th. Here we go again. So let's see if we could top that Battle Royal ladder match. That's all I have to say. Check us out on YouTubes, the Facebooks. Subscribe. Peace.